Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Food Fights. Yay! Wonderful! Because we all know how wonderful and great Food Fight is, right? It's one of the best animations you will ever see. Mwah! It is perhaps the best animated movie you will ever watch. And it is totally amazing. It's an Oscar-winning performance. And if you're not taking me serious, good for you. Because it's a pile of shit. This movie was god-awful. I was first introduced to this movie through JonTron. Yes, I did a JonTron reaction video to Food Fight. And by God, by jolly, it was truly something to behold. Honest to God, it deserves an Oscar for being perhaps the worst fucking cartoon animated sort of... They even named this a comedy. Why would you call this a comedy? They are out of their minds. More fucking crazy than me. But yeah, I did a JonTron reaction video to Food Fight, and it was god-awful terrible. I swear to God, I was 15 minutes in, and I still didn't believe this was real. Only when I actually researched this Food Fight on Google, on Wikipedia and stuff, I actually come to terms that this piece of shit was real. I thought someone was playing a joke on me. I thought John was just sort of playing a joke. But yeah, the graphics are like, they're not even good. Even the Sims graphics are more superior to this piece of crap. Hell, even the fucking Titanic animated cartoon was even better than this shit. And I never thought I would say anything good about the fucking Titanic movies. But no, the Titanic cartoon movies, that is. Yeah, the Titanic cartoon was even more better in animation and cartoon influence and fruition than this piece of shit. And you know how much I hate the fucking Titanic cartoon. But yeah, that's kind of shocking. I'm in shock how I'm actually saying something decent about the Titanic cartoon. It's insane. It's irrational. It's madness. But that's what it does to you. This movie, Food Fight, is perhaps the worst piece of shit thing on this goddamn Forsaken Planet. However, when I did react to this video, Food Fight, when I was watching JonTron, of course, I didn't know anything about it. Only through watching JonTron, the Food Fight video, did I learn about this movie. And unfortunately, as I was suffering throughout the whole entire fucking thing in disbelief, I didn't have the one most important thing I needed most at the time. My fucking Dr. Pepper. I didn't have no Dr. Pepper. But this time, oh, we've got the Dr. Pepper. Lining shite, our Jesus. Our Lord and Savior has arisen. The King of Dr. Pepper has arisen. Look at this beautiful thing. Mwah. It's gotta save us. It's gotta deliver us from evil. No matter how traumatic this thing is gonna be, we're gonna be alright because I got Dr. Pepper. So, yeah. God bless the Holy Trinity of the Dr. Pepper Kings. God bless the Holy Nectar of the Gods. But, yeah. We shall walk through the valley of death and fear no evil, for thy rod shall guide me. But, yeah, I had no Dr. Pepper back then, but I have some now, so, let's play this video, shall we? I'm gonna hold on to this, honest to God. I'm gonna, just to protect me. Let's go. Oh, I'm just gonna keep it here just to protect me. Hope you don't mind. Protect me, oh mighty lord. We've been through so much together. We can do this. We can do it. Just you and I. Protect me. Protect me from this holy abomination of death.
Honey, I'm home. Oh, I forgot I'm not married.
Unless you have cookies. Let's listen. Oh Christ, he's watched it. That's how I felt when I watched it. When I watched the JonTron Food Fight.
Good luck to you, man. I heard
Jesus. That's pretty deep.
Foodfight is the first movie to ever get a -% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hello, Nostalgia? Critic. This is the Irony Grocery Store. We were hoping to indulge your nervous breakdown by advertising a series of trigger products.
Oh,
Mr.
Christ.
Clean, Mrs. Buttersworth, and Starkist Tuna are all on sale this week. Irony Grocery, a division of Threshold Entertainment.
No amount of milk is gonna save you. Oh, God. I'm gonna keep this here so it can watch over me. The Dr. Pepper is watching over me, so don't worry. I'm looking at it right now. It's protecting me. Smash that shit. It's not gonna save you. Twinkie. Oh, God. Yeah, that's how I felt. I had to take a fucking shower just to wash off the badness. I feel your pain, I truly do. Food fight is a must. Food fight time.
What the hell is Foodfight? Why does everybody want me to review it?
Well, according to our research, Foodfight is one of the worst, if not the worst, animated film of all
I
time.
like how she's typing.
Worst? Like, worst?
It only came out last year, but it seems to be growing an underground following at a surprisingly rapid rate.
If our data serves correctly, this flop could be as popular as The Room and Birdemic combined. It could
Ooh.
easily be the next big thing.
Only
No.
a few online critics have reviewed it so
Don't
far.
compare
which
it
means
to
its
The
potential
Room.
can still be milked like a lactating Claire
Don't you
cow.
dare compare
Wait,
this
So you're saying
abomination to
that
The
I
Room.
jump aboard the bandwagon before it even becomes a bandwagon, I could be one of the front runners of the bandwagon?
Potentially.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna
Money.
be at this air one of the most popular bad anime films of all time.
I wouldn't be too hopeful, critic. Here's a video of the last person who tried to review this movie.
It's probably me. It's dying.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sure he's fine. Keep checking those numbers. It's the least you can do to indulge the brilliant intellectual minds I decided to write for you all of a sudden.
surprised they didn't show me on the JonTron reaction video. Brought me up and
It's a
watched
little
me
hard
suffer.
to talk about this piece of shit without addressing its background. The film was supposed to be sort of the Wreck-It Ralph of
Oh,
food icons,
Christ.
combining copyright characters often seen in grocery aisles. It was also supposed to come out in 2002, but due to production
Wasn't there
problems,
Charlie
copyright
Sheen in this
issues,
and everything?
even somebody stealing the footage. Really? Somebody wanted to steal this?
Yeah, who would want to
The
steal
film
this
was tinkered,
crap?
altered, and pushed back to 10 years later. But thank God 10 years doesn't make a difference to such Hollywood giants like Hilary Duff, Chris Kattan, Eva Longoria, and 24/7 Dodger of controversy Charlie Sheen.
Ah, Charlie
I'm
Sheen.
sure all
Yes.
of these people will be just as big in
Christopher Lloyd
2012
was
as
in
they
this as
were
well.
in
Fucking
2002.
hell. I got frozen today.
There's even reports that apparently $65 million went into making this.
Was it I was frozen today?
$65 million?
Out of this
Well,
fucking world.
Maybe it'll be like
65
Waterworld,
million.
where at the very least the size and scale of the production can be impressive. So let's find out by taking a look at Foodfight.
Good night, Mr. Leonard.
Oh,
Won't
God.
work too late now.
It's worse
Just
than The
close it
Sims
up.
animation.
Nothing much happens around here after dark.
$65 million, folks. Clearly the money is on the screen.
yeah.
My God, look at this.
It's
How can that amount
bad.
of money go into something that's so shitty looking?
It's so
Was
bad.
somebody actually deranged enough to team up Uwe Boll and Tommy Wiseau as this film's budget accountants? The money
This-
laundering from this must be a loophole
No.
black hole.
Tommy Wiseau makes
So we
great
see a store
movies. I
closing
swear to
down for the
God.
night called
Very badly
Marketopolis
movies.
Market.
But this was
Redundant,
just
much
trash.
redundant? When the real world opens up inside. I'm not exactly sure how this works, if the store actually transforms at night, or if
It's
Marketopolis is
even
a
CDI
state
games
of
were
being,
better than this
but
crap.
This world exists and can only be
Fucking
described as what your
CDI
nightmares
games
would
were
look like if they were
superior.
rendered properly.
I am so excited to...
Oh, Christ.
And at the foreground of this world is Charlie Sheen's character, Dex Dog Detective.
Hey, hairless hamsters. Want some of this?
This is something like you expect on a cheap YouTube animated sort of
And
movie.
I know what you're thinking.
You know,
Boy, have
some
the
one
Ratchet
guy
and
in the
Clank
basement.
games really gone downhill. But actually, it's just Dex saving a bunch of kittens from a villain that, like in most bad movies, won't connect to anything else in the plot.
It is you, the great Dex detective, who's about to take a fall.
So bad. What the
Reason for every
fuck?
time I've heard that one.
Hey, what?
What?
My mother would be so ashamed.
Okay, it's just you and me, fat cat. Now fork.
Wait a minute. What was that character's name?
Listen up, fat cat burglar.
Fat cat.
I'm giving you
Fat
one
cat
last
burglar.
chance.
Okay, first of all, Disney, sue something. Second, is the movie actually so stupid that it can't tell the difference between a rat and a cat? I mean, look at that thing. It's obviously a rat.
I don't know what that
$65
thing is. You sure it's a
million,
rat?
and they can't even tell the difference between a rat and a cat? Isn't it kind of a no-brainer you don't give $65 million to a person who would
sort of
fail a Fisher-Price
A
barnyard
thief,
animal
so
game?
he's a cat. His cat's a thief. I don't know.
Squeak, squeak! Give him all our money! Clearly we're dealing with artistic genius here! I pooped myself. Give him an extra grand for that. So the kittens are saved by McGruff the crap dog. For the record,
I wish we
that's
were
also
saved from this
Indiana
movie.
Bones. And he heads
Indiana
on over
Bones.
to, what else? His sassy black sidekick.
Chill, dog. You think you're talking to? Relax, bro. Oh, pizza. Yo, I told you, dog. Great idea. You
Oh.
man.
Brought to you by the leftover racism from Transformers 2.
As Wayne Brady has
God.
this frightening
This
combination
is
of teeth and
just
fever dreams, who
fucked
gets excited when
up.
he learns that Dex is going to ask his sweetheart to marry him. Who is his sweetheart?
I knew you'd find me.
Fuck is that? That scariness is apparently Sunshine Goodness, played by Hilary Duff. A cat mascot for raisins created by a designer who clearly has to ask himself more
God.
questions about his sexuality.
Hungry, tough guy?
Hiya, kid.
This
How about
movie
we get
was
Chef Boyardee
designed
to make
by
us a
people who
huge
enjoy
feature
bestiality.
And yes,
They are out of their
she looks much
minds.
more like a human and practically nothing like a cat. Are cats hard to draw? Did a cat snub you at a party so you refused to portray them on
It's the
any form of
Titanic
film?
all over again, the
The idea of them
cartoon.
getting married gets Daredevil Dan
When the
so touched
creatures
that he
were hitting
fries
on
pellets.
humans.
I don't know.
Humans
But
and
Sunshine
animals
has
do
to head
not
out before Dex
coexist
can
in
pop the
romance.
Don't worry. It'll just be a minute. Save my ice cream. I'll be right back, okay?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on ya. We all know that's pretty much
Get
what you're
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Sure enough, she does disappear, and 6 months later, Dex gives up the dog detective business and decides to open up a club called the Copa Banana. Well, that's
Christ.
going on. A salesperson played
like
by Christopher
Pluto
Lloyd
fucking
comes in
Nash.
and, what the hell am I looking at?
Brand X representative.
They're on drugs. They're on drugs. Whatever they were on, give me some.
Won't know how they live.
What am I watching?
Okay, this went from submitting a stick figure to an art museum embarrassing to shitting your pants in front of Pixar claiming it's your magnum opus embarrassing. So we'll see how that turns out.
What
But
the fuck
fuck's
am I
going
watching?
on here?
It's like Jello. He's like, oh, what the fuck am I watching? What is this? Oh God.
Was it really somebody's dream to give a personality to Mask number 5 from The Dark Knight? Would you trust a guy if he was selling something and looked and acted like this?
Someone acted like this. Piss myself with this.
You in my product. It's called Evil Poison Bites Death.
I'm sorry, that doesn't seem like a product I'd be interested in.
Oh, come now. It'll provide your business with the wholesome, attractive feeling of Satan's anus
I
that
can't
it
get
so
over it.
desperately
I can't.
needs.
I'm going to knee you in the crotch if you don't leave right now.
That's just what the Jehovah's Witness said.
Ooh,
Be honest.
right in
I
the
came
mummy
on
and
too
daddy
strong,
buttons.
didn't
Ooh.
I?
Oh, never
So
kick
the
a
grocery
person in
store
the
owner,
nuts.
of course, agrees to such a puppy dog looking man, and Brand X begins to be brought into the store. Back in Sam and Max Hit the Sauce, we see Dex makes his way to Casa de Cameo. which is the hangout for big-name icons
Animation,
like Mr. Clean,
what the
Charlie
fuck?
the Tuna, and the California
It's like the
Race.
Barbie.
The funny thing is
What
that
the
the
fuck
people
is
who
this?
obviously said no to using their product icons in this movie all have really ugly, really bitter substitutes that, I guess, are trying to stick it back to the people who denied the use of their image. Like, this is their version of Chiquita Banana.
Do I look like the Dairy Queen to you?
And this is obviously supposed to be the Keebler Elves,
I hate you! No, Sue! Get in.
the Brawny Man,
Stop it! Stop it! No, that's hard!
and gee, a chocolate cereal vampire? I wonder who that's supposed to be.
Chocolate vampire used to have cards.
Looking pretty good for biting it.
Most of them are portrayed as either stupid, ugly, or not very helpful. It's kind of like the movie's way of saying, oh yeah, you missed out, guys. You too could have been in a movie where farting is the highlight and people trip and
They
other
were
people's
smart not
butts.
to
I
involve
think we
their
know who the
brands
losers
into
are in
this
this
movie.
deal. Give him another grand.
Yeah,
And I
this
guess
is...
the representative of Brand X in this world is Lady X. A supposedly sexy seductress with the dead, lifeless eyes of a plastic blow-up doll and a personality just as
Plastic
interesting
blow-up
to
doll. Get fucked.
Of all the produce bars in all the supermarkets in all the world, she had to walk into mine.
Oh, did you
I
really have
forgot
to
mention,
rip off
every scene
Casablanca
that
or
has
whatever?
Dex in it has to end in a bad pun. And I know what you're thinking, oh, Nostalgia Critic, you say every about everything.
I like
No,
bad
literally,
puns, but this is
every
just
scene
bad.
ends with a bad pun.
Time to banana split out of my club. My problems
come
are just
on.
a hill of coffee beans. Let's snap, crackle, and pop out of here.
Oh,
How
come
the
on.
hell can this be happening? I don't know if I can cut the mustard. I've got a
Oh.
bone to pick with this guy. Holy
So
chips.
bad.
It sure does a body good.
Some of them don't even make a lick of sense.
Let's strawberry jam out of here.
That,
And the only
why?
thing more demeaning than
Strawberry
that
jam
is
out
all the
of here?
sexual innuendos. Oh yeah, there's a ton of those in this too.
I want to scrub your bubbles, Dad. It warms my heart the way you love my raisins.
She's got a real sweet tooth for chocolate.
You already eat through to his hollow center?
Are those melons real?
There are some stains you can never wash out.
Dance your man. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Because a movie like this clearly needs that adult edge for the audience they're obviously going for.
What can I say? Chicks dig chocolate.
Like there's some grown-up
Yeah,
somewhere
they
watching
do.
this movie with their kids saying,
When it's on their time of the
well,
month.
I was gonna turn this off and not expose my child to such a
And they're
piece
not
of shit.
busy trying to
but
fucking
then
chop your head off.
I'm a pervert in a way that my kid won't understand. This movie gets me. The innuendos are so many and so strange,
bad.
you have to wonder if the director had some sort of other sexual agenda on his mind.
Crying over spilt milk.
Oh,
This is a fetish
fuck.
film. Between the innuendos,
Of
the cat
course
lady,
it
and the
is.
fact that every outfit this woman wears, even a dominatrix would say is too silly, fetish film.
Fetish.
And by the way, plaid gloves? Really? The design
Really?
is so weird that creates the illusion that her hands are on backwards. On top of
It
that, it looks like her
doesn't.
arm is melting into Al Borland's shirt. Is this actually a popular thing and I just never noticed?
You've been through the wash plenty. I can see it in your eyes.
So Dex starts to notice something along with stereotype number 20 here.
Are you saying what I think Shoes is saying?
Hey, what's yous Italians getting upsets about, sis? That being that Lady X is starting to rub out the other characters.
Oh, you have to help me, Dex, before I go bald. Not that bald isn't beautiful.
I don't get involved.
Really? Mr. Clean showed up just for that one joke? He wasn't even around in the rest of the scene, and suddenly he appears when they said the word bald, and now he's just stuck there. Look at him! He's just standing around like, is
Yeah.
there anything else you wanted me to do?
Yeah.
Was I really just a pawn in your lame-ass little punchline? I have a PhD in physics. Perhaps I could educate the young children watching about fluid or solid mechanics, or
Something.
I'll just look over here. Yeah, I'm sure I'll show up when you make another boob joke. Shouldn't take long. So Dex decides it's
Christ.
time to go get some answers from the
Oh,
street.
this movie.
Everybody seems to be searching for...
Oh my god, his dick's talking. His dick's talking. That's it. Game over, man. Game over.
Mayhaps a reward for the reckless rodent?
Tell me you wouldn't be shocked if they went that direction.
Yeah,
Maybe this
they,
is
they might as well have a
extra
talking
spicy.
dick, honest to God. And then he is a sort of detective kind of, so
something
he is
else
a
you'll
dick.
notice is the motion
He's a
capture
private dick.
arm acting. I guess because the expressions in this movie are non-existent, all the acting comes through how much the characters awkwardly wave their arms. It's like watching C-3PO have a seizure. But even he somehow would have more expression on his face than these guys.
Not that bald isn't beautiful.
R2-D2, where are you?
God.
So Dex and Dan go to get some
So
answers from,
bad.
you won't believe this, another scary demon of hell.
Dex, why no,
God!
Why not
God.
anybody but me?
I'm just gonna close my eyes and pray it goes away.
Oh.
No, it only got worse.
Discontinued.
Well, at least they're not pulling the ultimate insult by giving him a stereotypical Jewish accent.
But it's in the expiration station. At the other end of the store. Now you'd never make it there before the supermarket opens. It's daytime!
It makes the fucking Master of Disguise look a masterpiece in comparison. Why?
Groups you like to insult? I mean, the human race is so vast and full of variety, I'm sure you can find the black face of every single person on the planet. In fact, why even focus on a group? Why not just show us ugliness in any shape or form? You're good at that. Don't even give a reason. Just use it in this scene where they now physically exist in the store, again adding no continuity to how the fuck this world works. And just doing whatever terrible, ungodly thing comes out of your head.
Christ, no.
Oh my god, I get it! I totally get it now! This movie is punishment for me to
It's the Antichrist. It is abysmal. Christ, I'm crying from the pain and torture of this.
I was the one who canceled Firefly! I was the one who encouraged Fred to be an online series! I was the one who told Taco Bell to make a breakfast menu! I was the one who told John Travolta how to pronounce Idina Menzel! I was the one getting rid of the cartoons on Cartoon Network! Just take me out of this scene! I think we need a break.
Oh,
For the love of God, don't make a movie out of them!
my God. Let's go to the commercial. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Oh, God, no, please. No, no. No more. Oh.
So they come across a mascot who's a chocolate vampire for a chocolate cereal. Clearly, this is supposed to be Captain Crunch.
I am the undead. All right? The undead. No, you're not dead, but you're not exactly living either. It's sort of like being in summer school. Oh, come on, that's funny. No, that's funny.
It's not fucking funny, it's disgraceful.
You have to have one before you can lose it. So they decide to get all the brands together to stop the evil Lady X and her Brand X army. But not before her head of the guards tries to shut down the Cocoa Banana.
And unless you care to suffer a long, cruel expiration, you will sing your allegiance to Brand X.
Oh no, they got Tim Curry in on this too. Why, Tim? Why?
I was seeing if I could do anything more demeaning than saying Ducks Rock. This is a very clear sign that I can.
How much did they spend on this movie again?
Brand X.
Something like 57 million?
Brand X.
53,
Brand X.
57?
It's different but all the same.
But Dex comes in and starts singing their triumphant song. The French National Anthem.
Really?
Brand X. It's simple and plain.
What the fuck am I watching? What is this?
This scene looks familiar. In a way that, unless you saw the original movie, this would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And it's extremely unlikely any little kid would have seen this movie, so this probably makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. If you haven't guessed it yet, they're clearly paying homage to Barbed Wire. Look, I know it's Pamela Anderson's greatest performance, but it's unlikely most children have viewed its genius.
Only reason why you would watch those movies for our boobs.
So he comes back with a bigger army, and it looks like their battle has just begun.
Come and get me, baby.
He's on the roof! Get him!
Chocolate marshmallows. Really?
Wow. Absolutely outstanding detail.
Christ
Surely
almighty.
they must have asked Pixar to do this breathtaking work of genius. Actually, they did.
Marshmallows
And
or-
after reading the script, not only did they send this terrible animation as a joke, but they also attached a handwritten note saying, "Go fuck yourself," signed by John Lasseter.
Or was that
But the
Coca-Cola
director was
and
so lazy, he used the clip
Mentos
anyway.
or something like whatever you call it, mints. I don't know what the fuck this all is. These graphics are just terrible.
And wow, look at this amazingness. Surely they must have asked
Graphics
DreamWorks
are-
to have this incredible work done. Actually, they did. And after they read the script, they sent them this spit-in-the-face render, while also sending out a picture of Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Jeffen all mooning the camera and giving the thumbs up. But again, the director was too lazy, so he used the clip anyway.
What am I watching?
Wow. Unbelievable wow.
I've
Surely
never
such
seen animation this
magnitude
bad.
must have been asked to be done by Blue Sky Studios.
This is
Actually,
the worst
they did,
animation.
And they asked if they can turn it into a horrible franchise. Don't be shocked if you see this coming soon to a
Oh
theater near you.
Christ, please don't. It's like a riot versus Foodfight or anything.
Hey look, there's the Twinkie guy. I'm sure he's gonna do something really big and really important coming up. After all, he is one of the biggest characters on the poster,
Yeah.
along with these other icons you've barely seen in the
Oh,
movie.
Christ.
Hell, Dex and Sunshine are 1/3 of their size. Surely all of them are gonna get together and do something huge in the movie's climax. Like, say nothing, pretty much do nothing, and take a back seat to graphics worse than the Money for Nothing video. And, okay, a lot of you might be shouting, that's phenomenal false advertising in a film that is absolutely nothing but advertising. But this is incredibly common of even good films. Heck, I once saw a Star Wars poster where the main focus
Kind of
was
reminds
the
me of
mouse
something
droid.
like
And we
Toy
all know what a
Soldiers or
gigantic
something.
part
I
he
don't know.
played,
It's
right?
sort of,
The movie would have been nothing without him.
sort of
Run while you
unfinished,
can,
rendered
Dex
sort of.
Detective. For soon I'll have you sitting up and begging for mercy. Exobites fly!
Whoa! Did things just come out of a
Drop my
crotch?
bags!
What
There's
the?
enough fetish fuel in this movie
What
for
the fuck?
everybody! Dan and the others try taking flight to stop her, as Dan is just doing stuff you don't do on an airplane. It doesn't connect to anything at all, it's just stuff.
This is just stupid.
Look, here's a $65 million comedy.
65
Perhaps you'd like to do something funny with it.
Comedy? This is a comedy?
So
I'm
Dex
sorry,
makes it
what?
to
Did
Lady
we
X's headquarters and discovers, big fucking shock, that she
Comedy
was
my
behind
ass.
Sunshine's disappearance the whole time.
I'll just leave you to it.
This is a fucking medieval torture device.
Raisins, Dex!
Sunshine gets her hands untied.
Children have
throws
been
a raisin
bad?
to Dex,
Make 'em
which
watch
she
this
uses as a
movie.
weapon, so he can untie the hands we clearly just saw she untied herself.
Oh. Well, this isn't very much fun, is it? I think I just wet myself. It feels rather nice.
What the fuck? It's so fucking wrong with this movie. So much wrong with this movie.
I'm sorry. I thought you were...
I'm here. We're together. I never stopped believing in you,
Why
Dex.
is he not staring at
Did
him?
she go blind since the last time we saw her? I don't think she's looked him in the face once during
Yeah,
this scene.
look, it's not
I
even...
never stopped
Look
believing
into
in
the
you, Dex.
eyes.
It is Dex, right?
It's-
Unless
it's like,
Scooby-Doo
I
took
love
steroids
you.
and somehow
He's
caused
right
speech
there.
impediment. But the spastic 80s rocker enters their world. Or was he always part of the world? Or is he sometimes in their world and sometimes not? Or is this all just some sort of unique punishment program they use in the Matrix? And the entire town decides they have to bring him down. And now, finally, we learn the big, disturbing, shocking twist. The villain of the movie the whole time was the villain of the movie.
Scrappy
So
Tappy
you built yourself a human robot and recalled Sunshine, then you stole her essence to make your elixir for Brand X.
Oh, you got that?
No, just no.
Shyamalan, Lord Shyamalan.
All anyone ever wanted was that sweet sunshine goodness. No one bought my beautifully genetically giant
The only
prunes.
sweet sunshine goodness is
How did
Dr.
you get in
Pepper.
and out of the store?
Why do I keep
You're
talking
an
about
Ike.
Dr. Pepper?
Perhaps if I do more
Because I'm
ballerina
trying to
oil,
advertise
the
it, just
answer
like
will
Food
become
Fight.
clear.
When you look like
Food
this,
Fight
you
keeps
can get them to do
advertising.
anything. But enough about me. Let's kill you.
So we partake in more sex puns,
Tell me something. Are those melons real?
some horrible CGI fighting,
You're not so tough now.
Look out, you almost convinced me of the illusion of animation. And we quite literally have a cat fight between the two attractive women of the film.
The bimbo's mine.
Oh.
Get ready, lady.
I feel like I'm watching like beach
goes
volleyball or something like that. The Xbox original or something.
Furry chick kicks the ass out of the
I mean, what the fuck am I watching?
All while the
What
men
the
make
fuck
wicked
am I
funny
watching?
jokes about her melons. And then she gets turned into an ugly woman, proving once and for all that if you're an ugly woman,
Ugh.
no good can come out of you. Oh, and there's something having to do with Mr. Twinkie, Mr. Clean, a bunch of our products, but who cares? It's done! It's finished! My magnum opus for the horny, furry S&M
Horny
catfight
furry.
boxing fanfiction forum is finally completed! All I have to do
Oh
is submit it.
Christ!
Oh no! I just sent it to my big shot agent in Hollywood! I'm ruined!
Oh dear Lord!
Why
That's
the hell
how
do
it
they want
probably happened.
$65 million for it?
Sunshine Chip slapped her back to ugly.
Gross.
All I ever really wanted was you. Well, you and world domination.
Look at those saggy
Frankly,
boobs.
my dear,
Take off.
I don't give a spam.
Really, I don't give a spam.
You know what just
Really?
hit me? This is the movie that turned Charlie Sheen insane.
Yeah, that's why he probably did drugs.
The timelines add up. He constantly had to be called back for redos, and if you had to return to this for 10 fucking years in a row, it kind of makes sense that you would start talking like this.
It was epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like droopy-eyed, armless children.
Good job, Foodfight. Good job. So
Oh,
Sunshine
boy. Yeah,
agrees
he's-
to marry Dex.
I understand why
last-minute messages
he had a
thrown
drug
in for no
problem.
reason.
We saved each other because the secret is inside. Inside all
Why
of
is there a
us.
big guy wearing pink panties?
just when you
Why
think
is
you're
there a
allowed to
big
flee
guy
this cauldron
wearing
of
pink
unrape, They
panties?
decide there's so much more funny they need to get out.
I want to see what's under that hat.
I love you, kitten.
We see things so much clearer.
Hilarious. So that was Foodfight.
Oh, for a minute there, I almost felt a tear. Why are you afraid to express your emotions?
Charming. So that was Foodfight.
I'm warm. No, wait. Yeah, no, I'm still cold. Here on the bright side.
Nicely done. So that was Foodfight.
You really cut the cheese on that, Lieutenant Buck?
Shut up! Every second you speak is killing something I used to love inside of me. Will you please just shut up?
End the fucking movie there. Stop.
It's awful.
It's like the Master of the Skies ending.
I'm
No,
trying to read the credits
no.
like I'm reading a memoriam of poor people who dedicated their lives to this horribleness. All adding up to shit. $65 million of shit.
I can't believe they
And you
spent
know
that
what?
amount of
The
money.
price of the movie doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, it does. A lot.
It
But
does.
the point I'm trying to make is
65
whether it
fucking
was made
million's
for
a lot of
$65
cheddar.
million or just $65. There is nothing to be proud of in this movie.
Yeah, this is
Everybody
something
should be
someone could have done
ashamed
for
even
free on
acknowledging
YouTube.
It exists. I feel like Beelzebub's ballsack just for drawing attention to it. The animation is the worst. They
The
never
worst.
look alive. The jokes are the worst. They never once get a laugh. The characters are the worst. They're all just stereotypes of stereotypes. The plot is the worst. It's a joke. Literally, it's all
It's
written
commercial.
as a joke.
It's
But one with
fucking
no good
commercial
setup or
advertisement.
punchline. It is one of the worst pieces of commercialized dog shit I have ever seen in
Yeah.
my entire
Even
life.
Pepsi
And
Man
given
was
the
fucking
roundup of
superior
movies
to
I've
this
done over
shit.
the years, that's saying a lot.
Pepsi Man video game. Hell.
I don't think Human Hands could have made it. I think something much more horrendous and disrespectful had to pull
Pepsi
its
Man, the
energy
video game, was
together
totally
and
awesome.
make something so awful.
I shouldn't even compare that to this.
I just figured it out. The horrible CG animation, the awful stereotypes, the tremendously unfunny humor, the fact that everything in this movie is despicably awkward and unnatural. My God! I know who directed this film! Also need way more
Ah, Jar Jar
Lots of
thinks.
more pop
Of
This is gonna
course.
be a collab
A
of
logical
the
explanation finally.
motherfucking hard
Jar Jar Binks trying to take over the fucking world.
Wait a minute.
Ah, thank
It is
fuck.
done.
It is done.
But
Praise
the
be.
evil will never truly go away. This is the worst animated film I have ever seen. Hands down, no comparison.
No shit.
Its scars are left deep.
Deep
inside of
into
me.
the fabric of humankind. Oh.
I did it for you. Because I know that I have seen the worst. I know that no other form of animation will ever be worse than Foodfight. And because of that,
This
I
can't be
know for a
much
fact
worse, can there?
that this film will forever, in the history books, always be seen as
Passé! Yep, since you started the review, the movie's popularity has already died out.
fucking half hour ago.
Well, that's practically 5 years in internet time.
Yes, people knew it was going to be the next popular thing to mock.
So they
Like
decided
what
not
she's
to mock it at all.
writing with her
Wait,
hands.
so the
little
popularity of
gloves.
something can fade even before it becomes popular?
Mm-hmm. We call it the hipster effect.
Knowing something is
from
going
the
to be
movie.
ironically cool suddenly makes it traditionally cool.
So, to be ahead of the curve, they decided to not even make it ironically cool.
Hell, even thinking about it probably cuts its lifespan in half.
So you're telling me that sitting through all this misery, the worst animated film of all time was?
A complete waste of time.
Sorry, buddy.
And there's nothing I can do about it?
Not unless you want to somehow do a review of the Attorney General of Crimea.
She is on fire right now. Oh, she is adorable.
Oh, I just want to eat her up.
Oh, look, she smiled.
Oh, she's like the Jennifer Lawrence of warfare.
I just want to pinch her cheeks, but I respect.
Oh, Christ. I feel violated. I feel violated in every way possible. Why the Twinkies? I never had Twinkies, so I don't really feel tragic about the Twinkie dying.
To all those critics, foolish enough to think that they can review Foodfight,
Unscathed.
I won't lie to you about your chances. You have my sympathies. It will not leave you the same way it found you. Its scars run deep. If there is anyone out there damn insane enough to try and take on this film, all I have to say is, be strong. Be brave.
Yeah, John Tron did and he broke. It turned him into a fucking madman. Oh, God. No, that was bad. Thank God it's the end. Oh, it's the end, thank God. I laughed my ass off in this. Now just Nostalgia Critic didn't end the video here, it just kept dragging on. Like the piss take off the Master of Disguise in this movie, Foodfight.
Survival of the fittest, Leonard.
Well, at least that makes more fucking sense in this movie. Yeah, Foodfight, Nostalgia Critic, Christ. I feel Oh, they're talking about John Tron. It's right there. Look, fucking John Tron Foodfight. Everywhere I look is fucking John Tron Foodfight. Oh, no, it's fucking Foodfight everywhere. Yeah, Foodfight. I can't believe this was a thing. Every time I think of the amount of money they spend, it was millions. Millions of dollars. More money that could fucking feed the entire United States fucking army. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, Jesus, holy moly, on Christ on cracker. Were they on drugs when they made this? Did they not think maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't make this movie? Or that maybe it was a sign that this movie was sort of like stolen and they shouldn't go on with it? Maybe it was a sign from God. Maybe God stole down a thief and stole this footage because, hell, it was probably even worse than the animated version. Who knows? I don't know. But my God, all I know is, thank God I've got my Dr. Pepper. Honest to God. I'm so glad you're here with me. But, yeah. This is the worst animated movie cartoon I have ever seen, and I'm scared of saying that because is there anything much worse that we haven't seen? I don't know. 2 years, you know, 4 years from now, there could be something much worse. But then again, I could be wrong. You know, 2024, you know, Food Fight 2 could come out or something. Oh, dear Christ, no, don't let that happen. But, yeah. If I had a chance to advertise my product, if I created a product or something like that, if I created Dr. Pepper and I had the chance to advertise my brand and product, I would not do it through this fucking movie. This is not a good way to advertise your commercial products. God, though, it would be the death and destruction of your corporation. Oh, yeah. So the movie sucks. There's not really much we can say. I think we all agree the movie sucks. And I don't really think there's any redeeming. There's no music that's redeeming. The animation is terrible. The character is terrible. I mean, hell, even the voice acting is fucking terrible. The puns were bad. They're not funny. Puns are good. I don't mind bad puns, but they gotta be done properly. But none of it was right. I mean, we got jelly or something. Come on, really? This movie is just bad all around. It just leaves a bad fucking taste in your mouth. Like like rotten food. Yeah, that's what Dr. Pepper's for, to wash this terrible, god-awful fucking movie from the face of the galaxy out of your mouth. Yeah, don't watch this movie. I'm not gonna watch it. I think I've seen enough, and if I have to come back one day to react to another Food Fight review or something like that, I'm gonna lose my shit. Honest to God, I am gonna fucking lose it. But please, yeah. Even the Titanic, the animated cartoon Titanic had better sort of animation than this piece of shit, which I never normally don't say, because the Titanic absolutely sucked, but that's how bad it is, that you actually have to find some redeeming factor of the bloody Titanic. Yeah. God, no. I'm not watching this movie ever again. Finally, this is it. We're done. We're done with this. We're done with this shit. We're done with John reacting to Food Fight. We're done with the Nostalgia Critic reaction to Food Fight. Hopefully, we're never going to see this piece of shit again. Any requests about, oh, check out this video on Food Fight? No. No requests, no nothing. We're done. We're done with this fucking god-awful movie. This is it. I'm putting my Dr. Pepper down. I'm putting it down, and I say no. No more are we going to watch this piece of shit of a movie. I don't even fucking consider this a movie. This is something you expect on a YouTube video, some cheap sort of guy in a basement making a movie. You know, so one guy that's early stage of animation, just learning how to animate. This is what it felt like. One guy on YouTube trying to learn how to animate, and he's just released a video on YouTube by accident. It was just a sort of experiment, a better stage, a better sort of better experiment, and it's what it feels like. What the fuck did I just watch? It was terrible. It was, honest to God, this is the worst. It is the worst animation. And there's probably something much worse out there. I don't know if there is, but I pray to God there isn't, because if there is something much worse in animation-wise and Food Fight, I'm gonna be crapping myself with fucking fear. I'm gonna be shitting Twinkies out of my ass. I'm gonna be fucking losing it. But, yeah, I'm gonna be pissing Dr. Pepper like a fountain. But, yeah, let's just end the video here. I'm sorry I've been going on and rambling, raving, and ranting. I just get like this when I watch something terrible and fucking disgraceful like this. I can't help it, but I do lose my mind. It does it. This sort of movie does that to you, all these terrible movies. But, yeah. If you like this video, don't like this movie, but if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Whew, Jesus Christ, have mercy.